Good morning. This is Ellen at Sisters 3 Farm, and I just thought I'd pop in with a little video to say hello and to show you what I'm working on today. Yes, I'm still doing my 9-foot runner of the gaggle of geese, but sometimes I feel like I need to do a little detour and then go back to it. So my little detour is, I've been thinking I really don't have a Thanksgiving rug, and I thought it might be fun to do that. So I found, of course, the Audubon picture and printed it off, and that's what my pattern is based on. And some of the wools that I picked, I thought I'd show you. So I like this, what I call kind of mahogany color, which I think looks really nice because it looks like the tail feathers. And I have this off, this creamy color thing, dirty, this dirty white, which I thought would be good for the feathers and maybe even the head. And then because I have lots and lots of this dusty rose, I'm going to use that on the wing. So that's my plan for now. I don't know how it's going to turn out because sometimes I'll hook a bit and then I'll evaluate how it looks. One of the good ways of evaluating your work to see if you've got the values and the color and the tone that you like is to take a picture of it and then on your iPhone and then turn it into a mono, a black and white, and you can see if it's got the qualities that you're aiming for. You could be aiming for high contrast, or you could be aiming for something that's all pretty much washed out and even. A lot of people like that for their rugs that are looking old and antique-y, and high contrast if you like bright colors. So I'm not quite sure which way I'm going with this one right now, so I'm just going to hook a little bit. But let me show you how far we've got. And maybe I can kind of see a little bit my frame, and I'll tilt it a little bit. So if you want to hide your tail, one of the things that you could do is, let's do here, you would pull your loop, pull your tail up, go behind it and pull a tail up, pull up your loop, and then go and pop right to the hole in front of it. And that's the way you start it, because when you're hooking, that one will get right in between. Now, that's not a perfect way of hiding your loop to begin with, but when you keep hooking and you get to the end, say we're getting to the end, here we go, let's just pull a couple and get to the end. And you want to hide that loop. What you're going to do is go into the loop behind, all the way through your backing, pull up your wool and snip it short, and then tuck it into the loop. Or we'll show you now. Put your tail up. This is the way you start. Do a loop behind it, and then you do a loop right in front of it. And then you hook till you get to the end of your piece of wool. And I'll probably cut this one off early. And then when you get to the end, you go in the loop behind, pull it up, and snip it off. Not too low, but the height of the loop. And take that little end that's out, and you just take your scissors or your hook and you just put it inside that loop. Make sure it's there. Then when you want to go and start your next piece of wool, you take your hook, go into that loop, pull your tail up and hide it inside the loop, and then start hooking. And that's the way you hide your tails. If that's what you like. I don't always do that. It depends on where I do it. I like to do it when you get into corners because I think it gives a nice look to the corner. But most of the time I'm not that fussy. I like to hook quick. I like getting projects done, and I don't do it a whole lot. So I hope that was fun, and I'll try to update everything as far as how my rug is going, if I keep the colors that I want. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me, and please post your current rugs and how it's progressing, because I think when we talk about the process of rug hooking, yes, it's just pulling a loop one after another, but it's much more than that. It's is it looking good to you? The process, do you pull things out? How do you color plan? Do you think this looks good? Process is really important. When does inspiration hit? What does it look like? But anyways, I really like our group because I hope you'll continue to share. I think that's important for us to do, sharing. And I look forward to hearing from you. Bye.